The desert is desolate. The blazing sun covers the dry sand sea. Here, every hot wind carries the breath of death. Hidden under the scorching sand, the legless assassins silently crawl, waiting for the moment of life and death. In this harsh arena, who will stand firm, the hunter or the hunted? The harsh desert, King Snake, and the horrifying war with the enemy. The fiery red sun hangs in the sky, pouring scorching rays of sunlight onto the endless sand sea. The skinny, sharp-thorned cacti stand bare like silent warriors fighting against the harshness. The space is eerily silent. Only the dry, whistling wind remains, like the breath of death covering the entire land. This seemingly arid and lifeless place hides terrible predators, and soon, a terrifying battle will erupt. From under the hot sand, a gentle movement shook the ground. A black and white head emerged, its sharp eyes sparkling under the blazing sun. King Snake, the notorious predator of the desert, slowly crawled out, its nearly 2-meter-long body curving gracefully like a strip of living steel. The alternating black and white scales formed a brilliant but powerful pattern, reflecting the sunlight like a deadly warning. The forked tongue protruded, vibrating lightly in the air, catching every passing scent. It moved slowly, but surely, silently like an assassin. Each muscle coiled, carrying within it the power to crush any enemy. In this harsh desert, the appearance of King Snake signaled a nightmare about to fall. Amidst the dappled shade on the sand, a sinuous figure appeared. It was a venomous snake, with cold eyes and killer instinct, slowly crawling out from the dry thorn bush. A deadly silence fell, signaling a fierce confrontation between two legless assassins of the desert. And then, the fight broke out. In just a moment, silence returned to the desert. The venomous snake lay motionless on the sand, and King Snake, with absolute power, began to swallow its prey, asserting its throne as the king of snake hunters. In the harsh world of the desert, where life is always challenged every moment, King Snake is not just a predator. It is a symbol of survival instinct. But on this land of death, there is no eternal ruler. Will the next time, when the sand rolls up again, King Snake continue to hold the throne, or will it become the prey of a more cruel fate? The sun gradually set behind the distant mountains, the fiery red light fading on the vast sea of sand. The space is quiet, but the life in the desert never stops moving. Right next to a low thorn bush, from inside a small cave, another figure slowly appears. It is the burrowing owl, its round yellow eyes scanning the landscape, alert to the harsh world full of dangers. With a height of only about 20 centimeters, the burrowing owl has a small body but exudes agility. Its brown feathers with white spots help it blend perfectly with the color of the dry sand and thorn bushes. Its legs are unusually long compared to other owls, allowing it to run quickly on the scorched ground instead of relying only on its wings. Its large, round yellow eyes, shining with vigilance, always turn around constantly to check for enemies. Unlike most of its relatives, the burrowing owl nests right in the burrows of abandoned rodents, sometimes digging more to expand its shelter. In its survival life, it hunts small prey such as insects, lizards, and small rodents. Despite its small size, the burrowing owl is always threatened by formidable enemies such as snakes, foxes, and large birds of prey. However, thanks to its flexible adaptability, this burrowing owl still survives in the harsh desert, proving the diversity of life in a place where only death seems to reign. The hot wind continued to sweep across the sand sea, stirring up clouds of hazy yellow dust. In the distance, jagged cactus bushes stretched out under the blazing sun, their sharp thorns glistening like spears ready to pierce any living thing. From afar, a small black shadow darted across the bright sky. Its wings spread wide, cutting through the harsh sunlight, signaling the appearance of another predator. Small, but no less cruel. It was a shrike, with a body length of only about 20 to 23 centimeters and a weight of less than 50 grams. At first glance, it looked like a harmless little bird. However, hidden behind that figure was a cold-blooded killer of the desert. Its light gray plumage mixed with white. Its wings and tail stood out, and the dark black streak extending through its eyes made it look like it was wearing a warrior's mask. The sharp, hooked beak makes it look like a miniature version of an eagle or a hawk, always ready to tear apart its prey. The hunting instinct of the shrike makes even the small animals around it terrified. It swoops down quickly, grabbing insects, lizards, small mice, and even baby birds. The creepy thing is that after killing, it often pins the prey's body to cactus thorns or sharp branches to gradually tear the flesh, turning it into a haunting warehouse of death. It is this cruel habit that has earned it the nickname of the Butcher of the Desert. During the breeding season, usually in spring and early summer, the male bird brings food and performs fast flights to attract a mate. The nest is built on thorny bushes or low trees, lined with dry grass and feathers. Each clutch usually has from 4 to 7 eggs, incubated for about 2 weeks. Both parents participate in raising the chicks, providing food continuously until the chicks are strong enough to fly. However, despite being a notorious killer, the shrike cannot escape the cycle of life and death. Larger predators such as hawks, owls, snakes, or even wild cats are always lurking, ready to snatch eggs, chicks, or even itself. However, thanks to its cruel instincts and tenacious adaptability, the shrike still survives and becomes a living testament to the harshness and diversity of life in the burning desert. The desert sunlight gradually tilts, spreading streaks of bright yellow light on the burning sand. The deep sky is like a shimmering blue mirror, where each hot wind rolls up into vague waves. In that vast space, a sudden movement breaks the silence, signaling the appearance of a new ruler. From above, A black shadow with wingspan of more than a meter suddenly glides across the bright sky. It is Harris's hawk, the desert sky warrior. The dark brown plumage with white patches stood out in the sun. The golden legs were full of strength, and the sharp hooked beak shone with a deadly look. The cold, golden eyes scanned the ground, searching for every small movement in the sea of burning sand. Unlike other solitary hawks, the Harris's hawk rarely knew how to coordinate in a flock. Up above, a few other birds had joined the flock, dividing their positions, moving rhythmically like a well-trained army. They began a siege from the sky, a hunting tactic unique to this bird. The cold, golden eyes continuously scanned the ground, where every thorn bush and every sand crevice could hide prey. One suddenly tilted its wings, its claws slightly retracted, its gaze locked on the small figure wriggling under the dry thorn bush. It was a desert hare, its long ears trembling slightly, not knowing that death was silently watching in the sky. The air seemed to freeze. The flock tensed, waiting for the right moment. Suddenly, it swooped down. In an instant, the chase was over. On the scorching sand, the rabbit was motionless, becoming a feast for the warrior who knew how to hunt with perfect tactics. In this harsh desert, not only the ground was soaked in blood, but the sky was also an arena of life and death. Harris's hawk, a rare cooperative bird of prey, is a testament to the power of tactics and solidarity in the wild. The sky returned to its calm state, but the dry, cracked ground below still held countless dangers. In the desert world, when a ruler had just retreated, there were always other figures ready to take their place in the endless cycle of life and death. In the midst of that quiet picture, a sudden movement tore through the space, fast, neat, and low to the ground. It was another desert creature, unable to fly high, but possessing a speed that was enough to become a nightmare for many small creatures. Appearing on the burning sand was the Roadrunner, a small bird, but famous for its extraordinary speed. About 60 centimeters long, with a slender body, long, sturdy legs, and a long, balancing tail. All were born to serve the purpose of speed. The dark brown feathers with white stripes helped it blend in with the color of the sand, its sharp eyes always darting around, catching every smallest movement of its prey. Roadrunner is not only a swift bird, but also a skilled killer. Unlike many birds that rely only on their wings, Roadrunner rarely flies, but instead has a running speed of more than 30 km/h, enough to make it a ruler of the scorched earth. In the harsh world, speed is the weapon that helps it chase. Roadrunner stops slightly, sharp eyes locked on the faint movement under the sand. A small snake is slowly slithering out, its forked tongue sticking out continuously, completely unaware that it has been targeted. Immediately, Roadrunner rushes in. The short but brutal fight ends in the blink of an eye. Roadrunner holds his head high, enjoying the spoils, vividly demonstrating that speed and brutality are the ultimate weapons of survival in the burning sand. In this harsh world, it is not just a small bird, but a symbol of agility and determination, one fast enough, fierce enough to survive where death lurks every moment. In the burning desert, life and death are always intertwined in every moment. Here, the hunter and the hunted are only a breath apart, and no throne lasts forever. It is a fierce cycle of life and death, but it is also the strength that maintains the fragile balance of wild nature. Do you believe that there is another species strong enough to defeat King Snake in this harsh arena? Leave a comment below the video. And don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe so you don't miss the next wildlife survival series.